Welcome to our session. And this is something that is close to our heart, juicing, especially more so during this COVID-19.
Yeah.
On me, with me on my team is my wonderful partner, my wonderful daughter, who has been pursuing her holistic nutrition. And what gives us greater joy is that we actually practices what we are learning and it become really real for us. Thank you for being with us, and we are so glad that each of you can be here. And we really hope that you will be blessed in this session as it does for us during our process of preparing for this session. And it's really because of you that we have been pushed that stretching, that we will say, okay, we want to do it because it is such a joy to be able to share.
And so this is something that we'll be exploring today on how we can use our food to become our medicine and medicine our food. So as we jump into juicing for health, truly it is really in the journey of restoring and rebuilding health.
Yes.
Yeah. So life begets life. And why are we talking on juicing and why do we want to take time to share with you on the benefits of juicing? I think we look at the roots of it. It's really about having enough nutrients into our diet. Now, for our body to be able to be on a survival mode or even optimal health, our body needs nutrients. And all these nutrients is needed for all functions of our body, for us to even just be sitting here right now, to be able to be talking to you, for you to be listening. Our body needs nutrients and enzymes to be able to process that, right? And life enzymes are needed for all life to take place. And it's really important for us to make sure that our body receives adequate supply of phytonutrients or life enzymes, which is richly and abundantly found in fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
And so when we juice, we are getting a concentrated dose of it, giving our body its life booster that it needs, right, Mom?
Yes.
And all these living nutrients are organic minerals, vitamins, enzymes, and fiber, which is most abundantly found in fruits and vegetables. So if we just take a moment to reflect on our daily diet, what compromises of our plate or our cup?
Yeah, especially so with our ASEAN Asian culture, it's even more difficult because I remember being brought up in a home where wonton mee was my breakfast, nasi lemak. And then when I look at all this, I say, oh, I realize that even our lunch, our dinner, my morning breakfast used to be like chui kueh, soon kueh, peng kueh, look at all the kind of food. And when I look at it, I say, oh, no wonder I've always been so sick, really, really sick, no energy, and no matter how much I was sleeping. Then I began to realize, oh, there, I know the root cause problem. And then now we are in session of why do we need to juice? And the answer is, ta-da, enzymes, life enzymes, life begets life. So I say, wow, baby, we're on the right track.
Yeah, and why juices? Because in that cup of juice, we're talking about different synergies of minerals, of different vitamins, of enzymes, and they work together so well that they're able to support our health to become optimal health.
Yes.
And so, like, let's say, like vitamin D, we need vitamin D for our bones.
That's right.
Right? For a strong bone system, we need vitamin C for our immunity, for our skin elasticity, for inflammation. We need vitamin B for our nervous system. And so all these different vitamins and minerals can be found abundant in fruits and vegetables.
Oh, yes. Remember the word organic minerals?
Oh, yes.
We did a session on the water, and in the water, everybody said we must have minerals in our water. And then here we are, we're talking about organic and inorganic minerals, right? So, inorganic minerals are all is found in the water, which if it's not distilled water, because are all inorganic, our body is not able to be of the same DNA. So what minerals do we need for our body to be at its best optimum? And that is organic minerals. And these are found in our fruits and our vegetables, and even to a greater extent, in a way we prepare it is through juicing. Okay? Yes.
And most of the time, a lot of these life enzymes are very sensitive to heat.
Yes.
And so in our Asian culture, especially when we say we eat our vegetables and we look at our plate, it's probably 50% or even 20%, of vegetables. But most of the time, our vegetables are cooked to death. And so our body is not able to receive the life enzymes, the life nutrients, the vitamins and the minerals that it needs. Probably whatever we're getting is just fiber.
Yes. So in other words,
Yeah.
I think for the Asian culture, we would have to be very, very mindful of putting in and ensuring that we will have a salad or maybe a sauerkraut or maybe even a pickle and, ensure it, a salad. Wow, I tell you, it takes a lot of intentional and being mindful of how we want to eat for food, healing food or killing food.
Yeah. And I think it takes perseverance.
Yes.
And a tutoring of our tongue. So the first time you drink juices, it might not be natural for you, but really as you take it consistently, neither when you take a glass of juice, it's a miracle juice. It really supports our system. And so it's something that you do consistently that will support and build our immunity.
That's right.
And support our optimal health.
Yes.
Okay, so when we look at our plate, how much of it is nutrient dense?
Or rather maybe raw. Right? A salad, a raw salad. Yes.
Raw, not meaning raw sashimi. Okay, that's a different level. Yeah. So is our plate 75% fruits and vegetable? And all the 75%, is it raw or fruits and vegetable?
Yes.
So, not just the plate, but our daily intake of fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
Okay, so 75% is a good gauge. Not everybody's there yet. And don't worry,
we are not there yet.
And that's why we drink juices, really. But if we can work, if now your plate is 25% vegetables and most of it's cooked, maybe we want to work to 25% fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
Meaning like you can have cucumbers and tomatoes. That's
good start.
A good start. You can add in cabbage. You can add in raw. What else can you?
Not even pineapple.
Oh yeah.
Pineapple is such a rich bromelain. Especially in the core of the pineapple, it has a richer source of this enzyme called bromelain. And that's why when you cut pineapple, and sometimes when you eat it while your tongue gets cut, right? Because of this live enzyme, bromelain. So remember, when you are juicing, cut in such a way that your bromelain goes in too, and then you don't get this cut effect on your tongue, all right?
And it's very good enzymes in terms of helping us in digestion.
Yes, that's right. Enzymes, yes.
Okay. So what are some signs of enzyme deficiency? So if our plate is not 75% raw, fruits and vegetable, then there is a high possibility that we are deficient in a lot of life enzymes and nutrients. So some signs would include fatigue or even poor night vision because your vitamin A is not there. Your skin shows cracky skin,
acne,
acne,
pimples, yes.
Very dry. You'll feel constipated because your body's not able to have enough nutrients. You'll feel muscle cramps.
Heartburn.
That's and heartburn, even heartburn and acid reflux.
That's right.
So these are, there are more signs, but these are some symptoms and signs of enzyme deficiency. So maybe if you identify with some of these, it might be just due to a simple thing called enzyme deficiency.
That's
and
right.
what you can do is include a enzyme-rich food, nutrient-dense food into your diet. And you'll slowly begin to see your health begin to change because when you put in what is good and remove what is bad, you'll begin to see how your body can self-heal, self-rejuvenate, and self-restore. And that's the beauty of our body.
That's right. And so, Abigail, why do people experience this? And this is the reason why. But enzyme deficiency, right? About stress too. Stress is something.
Oh yeah, stress.
Yes. And the other one is incorrect cooking method, as you're talking about vegetables cooked to death. All right. And also consuming food that is processed. Okay. But we're not talking about just once in a year you eat processed food. We're talking about a daily basis, and that's where it become accumulated, become prolonged, and then you get into all the signs of deficiency. But many of us will take this deficiency as we're getting old, we are stressed. But actually, if you be brave and courageous and look at what you're really going through, you will know that if this is just a simple thing, just to ensure that your enzymes you're taking are live. And how do they get live enzymes, Abigail?
And so today we are so blessed to be able to share with you. It's our privilege to share with you on juicing for health, really, so that you can experience optimal health. Okay, so why bother making your own raw juices when in Singapore or even in a lot of first world countries, you're able to have access to juices so readily available when you go to the supermarket or even when you just order online, you can get your raw juices. Why bother making your own?
Yes. That's all the work, the marketing and everything. But then when you know that what you are taking is something you can see, you can wash, and there's no preservative added, and you can also see in the supermarkets 99% juice. But then when you look at it, you will know fructose, glucose, maltose, and things like that. So the biggest joy is to be able to make your own juice and choose the vegetables you enjoy and the fruits you enjoy, especially for children and your parents, senior adults.
I mean, adults too. I mean, you won't continue eating or drinking anything you don't like.
That's right.
That is not sustainable.
That's right.
So really, so why make your own juice? Because juice is life. That's where the life enzymes are. That's where the nutrients are.
That's right.
And a lot of times, like what my mom mentioned, when you buy it off the shelf, there is a possibility that there is preservatives in there and stabilizers
right?
that does not add or benefit you at all. Juices are easily and quickly digested. It's a super nutrient booster. So you often feel like after you drink a cup of juice, you are like ready and to charge the day.
So it is a 21st century super fast meal.
Yes.
So really, really, I like to share this when we were on our intermittent fasting. The first time, every time when we finish our intermittent fasting, after maybe our first 16 hours, well, the first thing we'll do, we'll get ourselves a 500 ml of juice. And then you feel so good. But now with our ongoing intermittent fasting, we're doing this, we are now putting it into our integrated meal. And you can really tell the difference. Okay, with just a 250 ml or 500 ml, there is a difference because you get immediate assimilation of this life enzyme into your body system. Okay, so digestion process takes, okay, if you have it, so there's an optimum absorption and assimilation, a very quick, within minutes when you drink, it's just so fast. It's just like I remembered about injection. Remember when you're having a food poisoning, you go to a hospital, they say you want injection is faster or tablet, right? Tablet will take 3-4 hours. But then what do we normally choose? Injection because it's faster. So it's like you put a boost juice, it really boosts. So it's very quick assimilation. So whereas when you are having it as to chew, there is digestion involved. And when digestion is involved, the process takes a longer time. So in this area here, we're not suggesting that you just take all juice and no veggie. Makes a very dull Jack, right? Makes a very sad Jane. What we want to do is to say that we will put it integrated. Juices and also food, raw vegetables, or even if you want cook, maybe 5%, 10%, 15%. It all comes in because there is no one single product, no one single program, no one single juice.
Yeah, no one single ingredient.
Yeah, to make you a supersonic person. Okay, it takes a whole wafer lifestyle, and that's a beautiful part of it. Okay, you can do everything right, but you're highly stressed, you're angry, you're bitter, you are upset with life, you're fretful. Okay, what happened? You still can become very sick. Okay, so it's a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, and so when you drink your juices, it helps you in the process of digestion, in assimilating all the nutrients that you need. Dr. H.E. Krishner, he wrote a book called Live Food Juices, and he has done a study on how people, when we eat our fruits and vegetables, whether our body is able to assimilate the nutrients or not. He has noticed that, or even through the study, he noticed that not more than 35% is absorbed. And if we are not that healthy, meaning our body is sluggish, we are not optimum in health, we can even absorb as low as 1%.
Wow.
That's if we chew our vegetables and our fruits too, right? But in the form of juices, these same individuals assimilated up to 92% of the nutrients. And that's really because it goes straight into our system.
Right.
Yeah. And when you juice it, your body just absorbs like a sponge. And so even if we are not able to, when we chew our food and vegetables and we're not able to assimilate the nutrients, it's okay, because when you get your juices, that's where the power pack comes in.
The life enzymes comes in to do the kicking job for you, for all of us, all right?
Okay, and so nutrients are in the juice and not the fiber. Fiber is important, but when you need a concentrate dose of it, juice is the way to go. Cleanses and helps repair your liver, kidneys, intestinal tract, and other vital organs. Like when you drink a glass of green apple and carrot juice, it helps you in cleansing your liver and rebuilding your health.
Yeah, so Abigail, you said nutrients are in the juice and not the fiber. So why do we then have fiber for?
We need fiber to make sure that our colon is healthy.
Yeah, so it's an intestinal tract, and it's supposed to be like a broom helping to sweep and everything. But it has to be raw. Once it's cooked, it doesn't do anything except to form that layer by layer we call mucus, because then food get fermented or putrefied. All right, and that's where diseases comes in a lot. That's how we get diseases in the long run. Okay,
And so it also helps in the cleansing of the blood. So it depends on the kind of juices that you drink. It also helps in brings it to the next level.
Yes.
Okay. And so I think one more thing to add to nutrient booster. How many of us eat about 5 times a day?
Breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, and supper. So 6.
Yeah. And one reason why we are eating so many times a day is because we're often feeling very munchy or hungry, right? So that's why we had the in-between snacks. So you have your 3 main meals and then you have your snacks because you feel like you need to eat something. And that's really because our body is not given the nutrients that it needs. Your cells are not fed and so it's starving. But when we eat food like our chai tow kueh, I mean food that's void of nutrients, your cells does not identify it and so it's still hungry, However, when you give it a juice or you give it a salad or you give yourself a fruit, that's where your nutrients come in. Your cells are very happy with you, they're well fed, they won't ask you to just keep eating and munching anymore.
Yeah. So this comes with a lot of time educating yourself, learning to grow. And when we started about 8 years ago, we just did what was religiously right. Like, okay, for juice, that's it. 250, you measure, you drink, you just complete your day, you know. That's because it's a program, you just want to complete it. But as we grew along in the journey of our restoring for health, especially for me, I could see a lot of difference. And also the other thing is, of course, especially during this COVID right now, we sort of like ensure that we really do juicing every day. And we were very thankful. We were able to get a vegetable guy who will deliver all our carrots in boxes and everything to our home. Yeah. And we didn't have to didn't have to go out. And so we were able to juice every single day. And that gave us a great opportunity to see even our body system, how it responded with just once or twice a week. Okay, so it was a real good exploration and experiment for us too. Yes.
And I think it helped us in terms of cost saving because your body gets enough nutrients. I mean, from the fresh fruits and vegetables that you're taking, you're not eating as much and you're feeding your body right. And so it's a win-win on all around.
And because of that, we all make sure that we all minimum 500 ml a day. And the children during this whole COVID, we are very thankful because of the life enzymes that was in our juices. Our immunity was kept high. Okay, we don't go into a runny nose so our immunity has been high because our juicing has also played a very great role. Okay, we're supplementing with our diet also. So we are thankful for that.
Yes. And so how much juice can we consume? How much do you think you can consume?
As much as you want. Oh, okay.
Yes, as much as you can comfortably drink without force.
Yes.
That's because once you drink, your body is well nourished. You know, okay, my body is well nourished. I'm good for the day.
That's
and
right.
So sometimes when your body is going through a therapeutic program, it might even need more than 1 glass or even 500 ml of juice. And so as a general rule of thumb, we have about 450 to 500 ml of juice daily for you to be able to see your health being supported. However, if we are working on any health goals or any therapeutic programs,
especially when we know that there are people who really go through a very degenerative disease and like, for example, like cancer. So they would take easily up to 13 juices a day. Every hour or so, there's a juice putting in because that's what the body needs to fight off this chronic disease, to help support the body system, to help the cell system, the immune system. So when we understand this, then we understand the whys we are doing it. Then I mean, there's such a hope in that. So we bear in mind that the more juice we drink, the quicker the results. But of course, we want to encourage those who need this area of consultation, where they need how many juices. It is best to see or to even read up and even find out, or the friend who invited you, to find out how we can go about. And if you only have one book to read on this juicing, okay, we recommend you to read this Fresh and Vegetable Juice book by Norman Walker. How he, as a young man, maybe he was 40 then, of how he decided he was going through a bad health. This man, he was told that it's the end of his life because he was really in a chronic illness. But how he decided to do juicing from the age of 40 all the way, he lived up to a ripe age of 110, and it was because of an accident in a ski that he passed on. And his life was a quality life. you know, not a compromised life, a quality life. And how this book is so wonderful. And really, if you look into it, read it, and you understand, and how you even explain to you if you have some issues that you need to address. Right at the back of the book, it shows you if you are dealing with high blood pressure, what are the juice you must take, and how much, and therapeutic. So I really encourage you. Okay, I have dig into this book. I've enjoyed this book very much. I read it through 4 or 5 times over the last 2-3 years, and even last 2 months I took it out and I begin to read all over again, and I just have new truth, and it was so refreshing. All right.
Yes.
And we get this book from New Life. They do have this book.
Oh yeah.
So now that we know about live juice, about juicing, why do we do it, and why must we have live enzymes, and how do we get it? How do you know your lack of enzymes? So we must look for a good juicer. So what type of juicer are there in the market? There are many types of juicer, many ways of juicer. So, but today we're going to share with you, if we look at everything, we can divide it into 2 types of juicer. 2 types. One is called the
masticating juicer, and the other the centrifugal juicer. And so some advantages, a masticating juicer is a slow pressed or cold pressed juicer, where there is either a press or for this case, the alpha juicer, it has a screw like this.
It's a mill.
It's a mill, so it slowly crushes your fruits. So some advantages of a masticating juicer would be its quiet operations. So when you juice, the whole house doesn't wake up. It's effective in extracting your minerals, vitamins, enzymes, and phytonutrients.
That's right.
So if you notice here, in the picture we have on our left, the body, the motor is separated from where the actual juicing takes place. And so it doesn't have any contact with heat. It makes sure that your vitamins, minerals, life enzymes, and nutrients are kept intact. And so when you drink the juice, it's a full-bodied enzymatic drink.
That's right.
It operates at 80 RPM. So this goes slowly and crushes your fruits like the olden times, you know, like when they do wine press, it's very slow. So that whole process makes sure that your cellular structure in your fruits and vegetables are kept intact in better tasting juices. So you get better tasting juices because of the flavor in there. And then your juices has little foam and yields more. There's a 99% extraction rate. And because it really has a separation of the pulp and the juice, when you feel the pulp, you will know that it's a lot of juice has been extracted from there. It's almost quite dry.
99%.
Yeah.
So it's worthwhile.
I mean, if you try juicing, if you try crushing the vegetable on your own and try to squeeze it on your own, it might be even wetter than that.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, and then for Alpha Juicer, it's a versatile food processor. It's a 9-in-1 function. And so besides juicing, you can do milling, you can do mincing of your nuts, make your own nut butter. We will show you a video on how you can make them at home in the comfort of your own home and enjoy homemade goodness.
Yeah, and also it does things like even mixing up your during Chinese New Year, when I prepare all my sambal, you know, it actually helps me in preparation of all the turmeric and all the lemongrass and all this hardy stuff. It all goes in and it helps me in that, and also helps me, you know, if you are those who are Peranakan, who cooks, who love this buah keluak, you know, the black biji. So we will do it as a family, saw it and take it out, and then we will put it through the juicer to make sure that it's very fine, like a paste. So therefore, even for young children, babies, or even adults who are not able to eat, you can actually put all this into the juicer to puree it, like for a baby. So I like it because it's so easy. It's everything in one. You don't have to have so many machines in your home.
Different parts.
Yeah, different parts, different machine doing for certain purposes. So all this really comes in very useful. Oh yes, and also they have an option for putting in shallot, and you get shallots get cut up, slice up, and so it really is very easy and useful to use. So you can juice all kinds of soft and hard vegetables, and including wheatgrass. You know, wheatgrass is so tiny. The other one is celery. You know, celery, because of this fiber, when you juice it in, it's really wonderful. You do not have a struggle and fight with it. Okay, because we have seen some juicer that puts in the celery and it goes like that, and the whole machine gets stuck. So any kind of vegetable, you don't have to change parts. It's the same juicing mode, and you go in. I like right now, presently, we enjoy fresh orange juice. Just fresh orange, or even papaya. Okay, ripe papaya together with star fruit. Oh, it's a wonderful combination. All right, yes.
Yes.
What's the disadvantage of masticating juicer, Abigail?
well, it might be a bit more pricey than normal centrifugal juicer, but it is worth every cent because you know that your body is getting in the nutrients that it needs.
The live enzymes.
It really makes sure that it's all kept intact.
That's right.
Okay, so now the other kind of juicer that we're talking about today is the centrifugal juicer. And that's where you have your blades and then it starts spinning at a high speed. Because of that speed, it can create noise. It can also create lots of air in the juice.
That's
because
right.
of like, imagine
Introduce air.
imagine you whipping your eggs for you to cook. That's where you're introducing air in there. And when that happens, when people drink it's very like airy, and it might make you feel very bloated.
That's because it's spin at the speed of 3,000 to 7,000 RPM. That's one of the reasons why it adds a lot of air. Unlike a masticating juicer, it's only operating at 80 RPM.
And
then you must say, why so slow? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The advantages of your centrifugal juicer is that it's cheaper. It might be cheaper, not all. And it's also convenient because everything just goes into one jug and then blend it up and you drink it.
Right.
Okay. Another thing about it is, when the air is trapped, it destroys the enzymes too because that's where oxidation takes place. The very sensitive nutrients gets lost, and so in the end, whatever you're drinking is really a compromised juice.
That's right.
Okay, it generates heat because it goes at such a high speed. Enzymes are lost and destroyed at 54 degrees Celsius. And so when it goes at that speed, a lot of the sensitive nutrients are all gone.
Right.
Juices also produces foam and yields less volume. It's also unable to juice leafy vegetables. And so often, most of the juices that come from these centrifugal juicer are either smoothies or
sorbet. No,
sorbet. Like what you get at like those food courts.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
So these are the two types of juicer that we have explored, and because we love our masticating juicer and how it has helped us in really retaining juices in its live enzymatic form, really masticating juicer is the choice that our family has chosen after looking at the different types of juicer. Okay, so this is a difference in the juices. If you can notice the screen, the masticating juicer
versus the centrifugal juicer.
Yeah. So your nutrients, it's fresher, nutrient dense, full of enzymes. It's energy powered and abundance in enzymes for your masticating juicer.
For a centrifugal juicer, your quality is compromised. The color is a little more brownish. It's because it's been oxidized already, and it gives you a poor yield. So I guess it gives you an idea that when you're looking for juicer anywhere in the market, you just have to look at a masticating juicer, which normally they call it cold press, cool press, and then the other one is what we call a centrifugal, which goes like that, which blends and then which blends. So it gives you an idea. So with this,
we like to share with you why we
as a family
choose the Alpha Juicer. Okay, maybe because mom bought the juicer, maybe we'll ask her why she chose the Alpha Juicer.
That's right. I think when I chose a juicer, it has to be easy to assemble. I just don't want it to be bought and then go put it on top and you don't use anymore, right? So I want it to be something easy to assemble, easy and fast cleaning. Before I had this juicer, I had another juicer which are also cold pressed. Okay, and this cold press juicer, I had an issue with it because we had to do a lot of things, and I dread waking up to juice my fruits the last time. So in the end, when we bought this Alpha juicer, because my first juicer broke down, so we very gladly let it break down, and then so happily we bought this. So it was easy to assemble, easy and fast cleaning. My son was like 11 years old, and I challenged him to fix it up for me, and he did it very slowly, leisurely, 31 seconds. But when I compete with him, he did it within 11 seconds. So for the young children, and even now my children are adults, young adults, they have found this to be easy. They are able to use it, okay, without having to worry whether they will get themselves hurt, and easy to wash, okay. And there's the pesticide level is also been less because of the way it's been juicing is done. So we are quite happy to know that with this juicer, it does all the functions. The motor is 5 years of warranty, and all the spare parts, okay, it's easily available and affordable. Okay, I remember there was once within the same week, I broke the mill while trying to explain to the children, don't put a spoon in and things like that. And I broke the mill. And I was able to just order from New Life, and it was at a very reasonable rate, very reasonable, okay? Which sometimes the juicer, you may not consider this, but really spare parts can be really, really expensive. Okay, so this one, I was able to get it straight away. I didn't have to wait very, very long. So there's a safety device in this juicer too, that when it's overheated, it will just have automatically, it will stop. And then the other good thing about it is when a juicer goes in and something is stuck, right? There's a reverse button, reverse like Bostan, so it's quite good. So 5 years warranty on the motor. So as a family, we've been using this juicer for the last 10 years, 8 to 10 years, yeah.
Yes.
And it's been really, really useful for us. Oh, the other thing that comes with it is made in Korea, and it has won gold medal. Germany staff, German, they are really high quality, and they have won, and they have been known in the international recognition. But above these two, these are all the add-on bonus lah. The rest was something which I will really look into, because I'll be the one doing the juicing myself. Yes.
And how our screw actually broke was because it's a ceramic
Mill,
mill. And whenever you have anything that's stuck, like Mom mentioned, you can actually do a reverse. But if you put a spoon in there and try to help the thing, it does. It goes so slowly. Your spoon actually goes in and then it breaks. Both the spoon and the ceramic mill actually broke. And because it's a ceramic, it is breakable. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are some reasons, some factors on what made us choose the Alpha juicer or a masticating juicer over a centrifugal. Okay. So now we're going to show you some things that this Alpha juicer can do.
Yes. What I want you to do is this: when you are watching this Alpha juicer, as you sit back and relax, observe all the functions that it can be used for. Okay, functions. What are they juicing for? You can even do your chicken rice chili, wonderful. Your coconut milk, almond milk. Look at all this, because this is what we're talking about: features and function of the juicer. Okay, how to make it? We'll talk about it later.
And if you do have any questions, you can type them in the chat box.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
enjoy yourself. Observe the functions. All right.
Welcome to New Life International. Today we are going to have a look at the Alpha DA900 juicer and multi-purpose food processor. This versatile appliance comes with many different functions, which include juicing, grinding, mincing, noodle making, milk extraction from almonds or soybeans, ice shaving, vegetable slicing, and more. Manufactured in South Korea, the New Life Alpha juicer comes with a portable motor as the main body, a hopper, drum, spiral screw, mincing and juicing strainers, the drum cap, nozzles for making noodles or breadsticks, collection bowls, strainer, cleaning brush, and pusher. It is easy to assemble and disassemble and to clean after use. To assemble, simply attach the drum to the main body, then insert the spiral screw, followed by the strainer, and secure it tightly with the drum cap. Lastly, add the hopper to the top of the drum. Apart from knowing the health benefits of fresh juices, using the right type of juicer is even more important. This is a normal, conventional juicer, and this is the Alpha juicer. We will juice green apples and romaine lettuce using both machines for comparison. As you can see, the one produced by the normal juicer has more foam because more air is turned in during the juicing process. Notice the difference in color. The brown tone indicates that the juice has already oxidized. The nutritional value and quality of the juice is compromised when oxidation takes place. Here is a plate with equal portions of romaine lettuce to be juiced by the normal juicer and the Alpha juicer. As you can see, the Alpha juicer produces more yield and the output is richer in color, which indicates more nutrients. Why is the Alpha juicer able to produce superior quality of juices? This is because it is engineered based on the principle of stone milling, where no metal blade is used. Instead, a spiral, stone, mill-like gear slowly crushes fruits or vegetables and then squeezes the juices out at a low speed of 80 revolutions per minute. This slow grinding process does not generate heat while juicing, thus preserving the live enzymes and nutrients in the juice. Normal juicers squeeze out mainly the water content, leaving a lot of valuable minerals and nutrients behind. You can tell the difference simply by color, texture, and taste. The Alpha juicer can juice all types of fruits and vegetables, ranging from hard to soft. Let's take a look at pandan, for example. You'll be surprised at how much pandan juice can be extracted from the Alpha juicer and how rich and concentrated the green juice is. Pandan is great as a form of natural coloring and flavoring for many dishes. Green juices provide us with a lot of phytonutrients and are rich in vitamins and minerals. The darker the color of the vegetable, the higher the content of minerals, especially calcium and iron, which help to build red blood cells in the body. Pineapple is great for improving digestion. It is very rich in vitamin C and digestive enzymes, which help to break down proteins during digestion. Besides juicing, the Alpha Juicer is excellent at squeezing coconut milk or santan out of fresh coconut. Delicious soya bean and almond milk can also be extracted using this machine. Almonds are high in proteins and essential fatty acids and are cholesterol-free. They are high in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, and contain minerals such as zinc, magnesium, potassium, calcium, and iron. They are at their best when eaten raw after soaking overnight and sprouting, which makes them easier to digest and their nutrients more readily available. Here's how. Wash and soak 1 cup of almonds for 8 hours to neutralize the enzyme inhibitors, which may put a strain on the digestive system. Run them through the Alpha Juicer using the mincing strainer. Add a cup of distilled water into the almond pulp. To extract milk, replace mincing strainer with juicing strainer. You can see the pulp being separated from the milk, relieving you from the task of squeezing with your hands. You now have a delicious drink packed with live enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and proteins. To make a delicious chili sauce for serving with dishes such as chicken rice, mince garlic, fresh chilies, ginger, and mix with apple cider vinegar and honey. With the same function, you can mince bean curd, mashed potatoes, and make chicken or fish balls, as well as fish cakes. The Alpha Juicer is excellent for making fruit sorbets. Just freeze some bananas, pineapples, or strawberries and run them through the mincing function. It is a delicious and healthy dessert that is so easy and fun to prepare. Grinding function using the mincing strainer can also be used for dry ingredients. You can make your own healthy nut butters using peanuts, almonds, or cashews. Making your own nut butter allows you to use healthier ingredients and the best quality of nuts, while avoiding the hydrogenated vegetable oils often found in commercial nut butters, to increase the risk of heart disease and cancer. Simply use the Alpha Juicer to grind the nuts into a fine texture. Then mix with pure raw honey and flaxseed oil to make healthy, homemade peanut butter, free from preservatives, sugar, salt, and trans fats. Flaxseed oil is rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids that promote a healthy heart while reducing inflammation in the body. With the ground peanuts, you can also make peanut buns, peanut cookies, and other desserts. Why not make your own healthy noodles or spaghetti with wholemeal flour and vegetable juice without any preservatives, additives, or coloring? The Alpha Juicer has 4 types of noodle nozzles. 2 are round and 2 are flat. With these, you can make healthy noodles and spaghetti of different shapes and sizes. And there are also 2 types of nozzles for making rice sticks or breadsticks. Here, we are using wholemeal flour mixed with spinach juice. You can see that the dough is green in color, with no artificial color added. You may use carrot juice instead if you prefer your noodles to have an orange color. If you like egg noodles, you may add some beaten eggs instead of the juices to the flour. Moving on, here are 2 other functions of the Alpha Juicer: ice shaving and slicing. Just change the attachments to the ice shaver, and now you can make your shaved ice desserts. Simply put some ice cubes in the ice shaver and press start. Now, I'm sure we all love potato chips, especially children. Potato chips found in stores are not cheap and usually contain too much salt, artificial flavors, and trans fat. With the Alpha Juicer, you can bake your own healthy potato chips. Besides slicing potatoes, you can also slice vegetables such as carrots, garlic, shallots, chili, and more. The Alpha Juicer is a heavy-duty appliance and can run non-stop for hours if required. It also has a built-in safety function and will shut itself off if overheated, switching back again after the motor has cooled down. The parts are easy to wash, durable, non-toxic, and replacements are highly affordable. The Alpha Juicer will make food preparation much easier and enable you to prepare healthy, nutritious juices and food for you and your loved ones.
So that is a short clip to show you the 9 different functions that we can find in an Alpha Juicer. So any of it stood out to you? You can make your chicken rice chili, you can make
coconut juice, yes, coconut
your
juice.
coconut milk.
Milk, yes.
So that's something that we actually did. We extracted our coconut milk, used the pulp for actually making our kueh. Yeah. And so that's a beauty. You can do multiple things with that one ingredient.
Yeah.
Okay.
The capsicum, we did a capsicum. We use the juice to make our bread, and then the capsicum we actually make a sauce.
Juice. Sauce.
Yeah, a sauce.
Tomato pizza sauce. So what can you juice? So in the video we saw you can do almond milk, you can juice fruits, you can juice vegetables. Really, because soft fruits, hard vegetables, soft vegetables can all be juiced in this Alpha Juicer. You can make your own nut milks. Now, nut milks is a great way of getting in your calcium and important minerals from nuts. When you make it into milk, you make it easier for your body to digest those minerals.
That's right. You can make, we like our almond milk, walnut milk, pumpkin seeds, that we're talking about seeds, butter. Really,
And when you do this, you actually need to sprout your almonds and sprout your seeds before you actually go through the process of making either your milk or your milk.
Yes.
And this actually helps you to assimilate it better.
Yes, minimum of 8 hours if possible. Leave it overnight and put it in the fridge so that, because sometimes your kitchen may be very hot, right? So once it's hot, you find that the water will be water smell. You wouldn't enjoy it. Yes.
So what can you juice? You can juice fruits, vegetables, nuts, nuts and seeds.
Yeah, all my spices too.
I mean, not juice. You can slice it or mince it to make your rempah.
Yeah.
And it's really helpful. So like my mom grew up having to pound chili, having to pound onions and shallot to make a rempah. I just use the Alpha Juicer and make sure that it's all well milled.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of using this too. Saves me from watery eyes or hot fingers. Okay, this is something that we would like to ask you. Guess which fruit or vegetable is especially helpful for certain organs. So over here, you've got carrots, walnuts, celery, and tomatoes. On the right side, you see a picture of a brain,
heart, eyes, and your bones.
Okay. So you can type it in the chat box and guess which fruit or vegetable is especially helpful for the certain body part.
Yes.
But it helps everything. It might help everything, but it's more specifically for that area. So you can just type in the chat box and share with us what you think. Carrots, what do you think carrots are good for? What do you think walnuts are good for? What do you think celery is great for? And what do you think tomatoes are great for? So we give you 10 seconds to type in the chat box to tell us what you think.
10, 9, 8.
You don't need to worry whether you're right or wrong, okay?
Yeah.
There's no condemnation.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Okay.
Okay, so take a look. These are the answers, and if you got it right, give yourself a round of applause.
That's right.
Great job. Now, if you cut a carrot and if you cut it round, you would notice that it has the shape, it resembles an orange eye. And because it's high in vitamin A, beta-carotene, it helps us in our vision or even night vision, in fact. Right. So our walnut, you see the shape, the folds of it, and how wrinkly it is. My grandma often told me that it's great for the brain, but I never really understood why. But when I saw what walnut looks like and then learn in science how a brain looks like, walnut really does have lots of vitamins and nutrients that supports our brain health.
That's right.
Celery, if you take a look at each rib, it will look like your bones. It is great for your bones, bone health, in strengthening and supporting your bones.
That's right.
It's also great for cells because it's high in potassium. And because high in potassium, it helps your body to assimilate calcium a lot better. Tomatoes. Because of the 4 chambers. Yes, tomatoes, because there are 4 chambers in there or more. It resembles our heart. And so because of that, it helps us, it's easy to help us remember that it helps us in our heart health and our blood health.
Yeah. We have a question here. Will drinking much juice lead to too much sugar intake?
Okay, that is an important question because
Yes.
it really boils down to the kind of fruits and vegetables that we are juicing. And so if you are looking at supporting your health in terms of cleansing, it will be
All the fruits.
like lemons or even your green apples. But if you're looking at
The greens.
and
All the
green-
greens, they are more for rebuilding and regeneration.
yes,
But again, we want to encourage you that when you have to know your own condition and your condition of your own system. And for example, a person who is diabetic, they may not want to drink lots of fruits. There's a lot of fruits. There's a lot of filled with sugar. Okay, so
even
they have-
carrots
yeah.
for diabetic.
So do a proportion. Okay, so at the same time, like don't use red apples because red apples have a lot more sugar than green apples.
Mhm.
No doubt fruits are meant for cleansing. So you have to work on this. And again, I would say that I will encourage you to read the book on the Dr. Norman Walker, okay, which gives you very, very clear indication of what type of juice to take for what health condition.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Abigail, I have this question here. Is it true that when you eat too much carrot, I become green, I become very yellow, and what happened? I cannot be taking any more carrot juice.
Oh, so when we take a lot of carrots, that's where the beta carotene comes in. It's very concentrated, right? And that when your body is going through the detoxification, and when it goes through our system, the discoloration of our skin is just an indication of our body throwing out stale bile or additional waste like heavy metals out of our system in a more concentrated dosage.
Yes.
And that can cause skin discoloration. And that's why some people, when they drink carrot juices, they say, "Ayo, too much carrot juices, I'll become yellow."
The hands actually shows yellow.
So
and all
yellow
that,
palms,
yes.
or even the skin. And that's really because your body is going through a regenerating process.
Yeah.
Where it's beginning to throw out all this excess stale bile, excess toxins out of our system.
The waste.
And
Yes.
eventually, after all these things comes out of our body, because you don't want to have it in your system, right? Your body will begin to come back to its nice glow
Yes.
and nice
So
color.
be patient. Be
Mhm.
patient. You continue drinking your juices, your vegetable juices. Continue drinking them.
Mhm.
And you know, it's just like just imagine like these juices are all going in, right? So it's just clearing. And then when it's totally all cleared, okay, like a pipe, totally all cleared, okay, then you will get the abundance of the juice booster and you get abundance of vitality and health. So you have to be patient, have to be compassionate towards yourself, and then you will see the results, okay? So even like myself, when I started taking initially, my hands were very yellow, okay? So I continue taking, but many people, when they see their hands are all yellow, their face are all yellow, they say, "Oh, no, I cannot drink carrot juice because it is a carrot's problem. It's just coming out too much pigmentation."
Mhm.
But we want to bring you good news that you be patient with yourself, be kind, to take some time because it depends on your body system, how sick you really are. So continue taking it until it flushes everything out, okay? Right.
And so different vegetables, different colors of vegetables do have different higher quantity of certain minerals and elements. Yeah. So like your orange carrots will be better in your beta carotene, higher dosage, whereas your purple carrot will be higher dosage in your antioxidants.
Yes.
Yeah. And so when you allow your body to go through that process of regenerating with regular consumption and consistent consumption of raw natural fruits and vegetables, you allow your body to go through this process and walk towards a journey towards vibrant health.
That's right.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so whole foods really is the first source of defense for our body to get strong immunity. It's really God's pharmacy for us. When you look at your trolley, when you buy fruits and vegetables, or when you buy fruit, is it filled with colors and real colors coming from natural pigments? And one of the very important things to note is when we make our juices, make them with the freshest and best quality. I mean, you are making it for your body, for yourself, or even for your family, and you want it to be full of nutrients. A lot of times people say, make juices, I can use all the going to spoil fruits. They are compromised in nutrients, and also when you juice them, you don't actually get the full benefits of it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you cannot get organic, it is okay, because when you go through the alpha juicer, the pulp is separated from the juice, and so you still get the nutrients that you need without the pesticides. And we'll also show you a way that you can wash and prepare your fruits and vegetables so that you're able to make sure that it's clean for you to use. Okay, so fresh and best quality, and colors, go for colors. Okay, so we're going to share with you how you can effectively wash your fruits and vegetables. So you just keep your eyes on the screen and we will show you in a bit.
Hi, my name is Susie and I'm here very gladly to share with you my family's favorite way of cleansing fruits and vegetables. And this is a family concoction. Over the months and years of using, I like this combination one of the best. Okay, so this is what I normally would do. I'll take a 1000 ml bottle, okay, and I fill up about 80% or 75% of tap water. And once I have it with tap water, this is my dishwash. This is my favorite dishwash. The word may say dishwash, but you can do so many things. It's biodegradable, it's friendly, it's gentle on hands. I love this, and I will do this. I'll just measure about 1000 ml. I just measure about 4 capful of this dishwash, and I put one. Okay, and this concoction is something you can do something you like. All right, for me, I like the feel of this. It's plant-based, and you can use it to wash plants, vegetables. You can even water them. You can even bathe. You can even bathe your pets. All right, pets with it. So this is number 4. Okay, all right, 4 capful. I find easy, and this is concentrated, so you can actually make it economical too. And hydrogen peroxide is a food grade, plant-based, and in this COVID-19 is our world best sanitizer at this moment because it can kill viruses, fungus, and even bacteria. Alright, so it's really good and it's food grade. Isn't that wonderful? So I will put my concoction, my family concoction, of 8 capful of this. So it's 8 capful of hydrogen peroxide and 4 capful of dishwash, concentrated dishwash. So this is 8 capful, 1, 2, and it's liquid-like. And there's so many uses of hydrogen peroxide that you can actually even clean your ear with it. And when I do hope you spend time having knowledge from us, and this one of the best things of New Life, we actually have a lot of knowledge classes that will teach us. Okay, and this is number 8. So with this, all right, you have it here, 4 capful and 8 capful of hydrogen peroxide. Close it up. You see, you may have a bit more. You can top it up with some tap water still. And then this is ready to go. Okay, you just have to make sure that you get it turned. Alright, you get it turned. You see? Okay, and this is ready. And I tell you, you'll be so happy because whatever you use after this, you can actually water your plants. Thank you. Hi, my name is Susie. Welcome back to Where the Action Is, right? Here, we have already taught you how to make your ready-made solution, which is made of your dishwash and also your hydrogen peroxide, 4 and 8. Alright, so this is what we do in preparation of washing your vegetables. Prepare all your vegetables for washing. And what you have done here, this is 3 tubs of water here that we have. One is called, these are all tap water. The first is called wash, rinse, rinse. Right, so what I'm going to show you here now is to wash carrot, green apple, and kale, our wonderful green curly vegetables here. So with this, I'll put in my vegetables here under the wash. It's just water, and I just squirt in 1, 2, maybe just a little bit more, 3. Wash here a couple of 30 seconds or so. All right, 30 seconds. You just wash it clean like this. It's washed, and then you go put my carrots and my apple in, and then you just have to rinse it. All right, rinse it. Okay, you see this is a little bit. Perhaps you can see a bit of the foam here. You just rinse it. All right. Once you rinse it, go to this one. And the last rinse is what I like best because that's where I will put my apple cider vinegar. Okay, apple cider vinegar, I just put 1, 2, 3 squirts in here, and I'll just leave my vegetables in here to get the vegetables to be actually just soaking in for a good 5 minutes. All right, and life begets life, and you'll see the vegetables really becoming a little bit more alive. Here, next we go back to the apple. Wash the apple. All right, you have a brush for your apple. It's good, you can brush it. If not, it's okay. Here you can also have a brush to brush your carrots, so you can tell, all right, by now whether your carrots are really clean. Okay, and this is your apple here, and I will always finish this off with a wash with the last rinse, and the last rinse is apple cider, right? So once this is done, All right, I will have a colander. Put it in here. They are ready. And this by then will be about like a couple of seconds more already. Wash my vegetables. Okay. So this is how you wash your vegetables. Alright. Okay, let's talk about how to wash your vegetables when you get vegetables like, for example, strawberries and berries, cauliflower and cruciferous and broccoli. What I normally do is this: I prepare a tub of water, alright, and I have my whole cauliflower. I put the cauliflower in here, turn the flour inside in there, and use hydrogen peroxide, which is our food grade oxygen. It kills the bacteria and fungus and pesticides. Just pour in 2 or 3 capfuls and let it just stay there for 5 to 7 minutes, and you literally will see it being cleaned up. And you actually see things like, if there should be some fungus in there, it should really appear. Okay, and this is also for strawberries and berries. Okay, leave it there, put it in there. After a while, with the hydrogen peroxide, of course, after a while, you just bring your fruits up. You can see areas where there are fungicide or even with fungus. Please, I hope you throw away and just do a quick rinse if there should be any of this fungus in there. Enjoy washing vegetables. You know that this is my family's way of concoction of washing all our vegetables and fruits, and we just like to share with you because we have been so blessed. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm back again, and here we are going to wash grapes, right? Grapes is our Singapore's favorite, isn't it? I prepare my water and I put the grapes in, alright? And for grapes, I like it to let it be intact as a bunch, because when you have it individually, what will happen is that you actually can taste a bit of your soap, and I don't think you like that. So with that, I put in, and I will just squirt in the one, depending on how much is it, alright? And then just leave it there for a couple of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, alright? And make sure your water is submerged in and is fully washed. And after 2 or 3 minutes, you can see you're giving your grapes a nice shower. Isn't that nice? Okay, so if you put too much, you know what will happen, right? They'll all go bubble bath. And I don't think you want bubble bath grapes, do you? So just put it nicely. Look at it. I do, because I'm shaking a lot, I get a bit of this. So afterwards, I finish to about 2 or 3 minutes to get it clean. You'll find that your grapes look clean. Alright? Whether it's black, green, or red, it doesn't matter. And then here, this is what I like to do. I like to finish off with my wonderful apple cider. A wonderful apple cider. And see how I've done this? I've done an 8 cut in here, crisscross here. And then this is what I like to do. I will put it in here. I just 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't know why 3, but 3 seems to be a nice number. Okay, so I put it in and make sure that my fruits are really washed away from all pesticides and all that. Alright? So this is how it is. And I get my grapes, and you will see it's really nice. You can really feel the clean fruits and vegetables. And I'm very thankful that New Life has got 3 powerful cleansers for all of us. They are food grade, they are biodegradable, they are friendly for the earth, friendly for us. Alright, and here, ta-da! Oh, see, here comes the grape. We are done. Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Right, we are done. And here we go. Put together is how we wash fruits and vegetables. I hope you had a good time, and I'm glad I'm able to do this. Especially because many people have asked us, and we thought we'd like to share it on a video clip so that you can get to see what we really do. Enjoy yourself. See you once again.
So that was a way on how you can wash and prepare your fruits for you to be able to juice them, okay? So the 2 things you need is your dishwash or your hydrogen peroxide, or a mix of both. So these are some juice combinations that you can try at home for different health issues. It is a suggestion, and it is good if you can try different ones and not just keep to one, because then you can have a variety of juices. So what you can do is just take a screenshot of this. We will show you on how you can enjoy pomegranate, because it's full of enzymes and nutrients.
Antioxidants. I love this. It's our family's favorite. Yes.
And it's something that's hard to eat.
Yes. And it's very good for heart health, and even for the man's prostate. It's a very good full enzyme drink. Okay.
is a very quick way of how you can deseed your pomegranate.
Was it easy? Was it easy?
Yeah, something that we really want to show you because there's so many health benefits in pomegranate juice. And so these are some benefits. High in iron, anti-cancer benefits, anti-inflammatory. It's a great immune booster. It's great anti-aging, and a lot more. And so a very quick way through the video you've seen how we can deseed a pomegranate very quickly and without having to make the kitchen look like a crime scene. Okay. Another thing that we would like to show you is how you can make smoothies 2 ways. And so with the Alpha Juicer, you can also make your own smoothies. If you like a juice or a thicker consistency, this is something that you can add in.
Desserts,
yes.
Desserts, ice cream, love it. Did you enjoy that? I enjoyed thoroughly myself. You know, when I'm on DRP and even for Clean and Build, I enjoy a good dessert, you know, and it's also very warming because you'll notice that in the smoothie, we actually put in the slice of ginger. And when you take a slice of ginger, it gives you a nice warmth in your stomach. And you'll notice that, you know, so it's actually a very complete meal because we've added in extra chia liao. Okay, what is the extra chia liao that we have, Abigail?
So we've added in coconut oil, flaxseed oil, honey, even yogurt if you like, spirulina powder, and bee pollen. So these are all ingredients that are full of additional benefits like your essential fatty acids, something our body cannot make, but it is essential in our body, for our body, for
and
our
it's
heart
food.
health.
These are food. These are food, you know. We are really food.
So these are some additional things that we have added in. You know, as Singaporeans, we always like to scale liao. And so these are some things, if you want to support your system even better,
to the next
these
level.
are things that you can add in your smoothie. So these are some, to break things down, this is how you can do make juices, nut milk, sorbet, sherbet even. So sorbet is just frozen fruit using the Alpha Juicer. Sherbet is frozen fruit juice, and your yogurt if you like. A smoothie using juice, frozen fruit, essential fatty acids, and your superfood like you've seen in the video earlier. For lassi, your juice, your yogurt, and essential fatty acids, which we actually showed during our session on Wednesday. So these are some breakdowns.
What I like about this is this. So when you have a juice, you just get a juice, right? And the rest of it, when you buy your bananas, your mangoes, and all that, and when you buy during season, they're really sweet. So you just cut it, you clean it, and you just lay it nicely and put it into your freezer. So when your fruits are always ready in the fridge or in the freezer. So whenever you want to do something like a juice, I love my kale or my green as a base. And then I'll just put in frozen banana, and I'll put in even coconut, fresh coconut, the flesh also. And these are all frozen, even passion fruit and banana. So that it becomes a good meal. So your juice is always a base. It gives you a bit of more watery runway in a sense, and depends how thick you want it to be. So I was so glad, that we are able to take and enjoy the benefits, of having a live enzyme, because ultimately all this can be done, okay, but the enzymes are all killed and compromised. It's such a waste. When we know that we're using through Alpha Juicer, we're able to keep the live enzymes at a very non-compromised quality, where it fits your body, it heals your body, okay, and you can do it. Lassi, nut milk, sherbet, smoothie, all this. And there was a question asked about whether you can make the juices earlier. You can just ensure that the bottle is kept right to the top, so there's no oxidization, and put it in the fridge. Okay, that's right.
Another question was, is the juice, are we taking too much sugar? So I really think it's, look at what we are juicing. So leafy greens are not high in sugar, but they're very supportive to our health and very good in cleansing and rebuilding our bones too. So greens, if you are very concerned about that part, your greens, green apples is great in cleansing your liver too. So choose your fruits and vegetables wisely. Instead of using red apples, go for green apples. Instead of using...
well, you are your own doctor, your own scientist in your home. You can decide. You can decide to do what you need to put in. That's why it is very good to do it from home, because you are the chef. You are in charge of it. So it is really at your hands, because truly it is you who are taking charge of this. All right, so we can only help you to walk you through.
So
Okay.
Question on whether use fresh or frozen, especially when you're making your sorbet, sherbet, smoothies, and lassi. It is up to you, and also up to the season. So if you, let's say you want to have a berry blast, like berry smoothie, but it's not berry season, where are you going to get your fresh berries? It's going to cost a lot more. So when berries are in season, I would really suggest or encourage you to buy a bit more, store them in your, wash it properly, store it in your freezer, and when you want to have a berry smoothie, your berries are readily available, frozen.
Perhaps what you're saying is that a frozen one that you buy from the supermarket, they
right.
actually have frozen berries. You can use them too, because yeah, they are frozen berries. There's no problem.
And sometimes because of the way it's processed, it's probably better because they don't go through the whole entire transportation. They actually blast frozen, and then when they're harvested. So it might even be a better choice if you're looking at that. And why we choose to use frozen instead of fresh is because of the consistency. If you want something icy, something cold.
It's a dessert.
Yeah, but if you're concerned with having too cold stuff, then use fresh. It's fine.
I would really put in a ginger. It makes a world of difference. Okay, ginger is a good herb. It warms up your stomach. It's a good anti-inflammatory. It helps you in your immune system.
It also combats your liangness.
Yes.
If you're worried about that. Okay. There was a question on this. What can you do with your pulp? So pulp can be used in your stuffing. It can be used in baked goods. But do take note, it is different from flour, so it works differently. So do find recipes that is suitable for using pulp. You can use it to make your stocks or soup or sauces. You can use it to be a compost for your plants, or even for your pets. You can add it to their food, their dry food.
I would do it, especially if it's organic carrots, because we're talking about organic, you know that it's even greater proportion. So if it's organic, like even your your vegetables or even your carrots, you can actually put it into baby's porridge and all that. Okay, so it's really something that you want to be able to explore and play around with. Okay, and so our journey.
Yes. So our journey has been documented in Food That Feeds, a place where recipes, our family's favorite recipes are. You can find it available at New Life. It really is based on let food be your medicine and medicine your food, a saying by Mr. Hippocrates. Okay, and so I know it's coming to the end, and so just take 2 minutes, take 20 seconds to think of something that has whelmed you. Something that has wowed you, something that you learned that is new, another thing that made you go, aha, something that you can try, and something that you must try now, something that, hey, I think I can use my almond pulp to put in my oats, or I haven't started juicing and I want to try juicing now.
Papaya.
Yeah.
Orange juice for a start. Smoothie. Okay,
just take 20 seconds, write it down so that you remember, because we have shared a lot of things and we can walk away from this session, even for us, feeling, wow, good information. But what can we do with that information? And that's where the true power is. That's where your body is able to benefit greatly from it. Yeah. So just think, what's one thing that wowed you, aha, and you must try now.
So remember, the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent diseases with nutrition. So you take charge of your health with all the knowledge you learn, and enjoy yourself. And enjoy yourself. Yes.
We are cheering you on in this journey of vibrant health. And if you have any questions, we will be addressing them now. If not, we have come to the end of our session.